Good morning everybody and welcome to this week's Celebration Assembly. It's been another really exciting week, especially celebrating World Book Day and all of the activities that you've been doing, but a little bit more on that later. Let's start, as we always do, from hearing from our wonderful team of teachers about your wonderful learning. Here we go.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Kendall here, and I'd just like to start off by saying a huge well done for everybody for getting through these tricky few weeks. I've been so incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to see you all on Monday. This week we have been very busy continuing our topic on explorers, and we've learnt the names of a few more explorers this week, haven't we, which has been lovely. Now I've chosen someone to be the star of the week because she has blown me away throughout this whole period of lockdown. Since she's been coming into school, she's grown in confidence every single day, and now she's fully involved in everything that we do. She's always got a huge smile on her face. She's tries everything that we do. So her reading has come on in leaps and bounds. She's trying so hard with her writing. Her maths work blows me away every day, and most importantly, her social skills have really rocketed as well. She's made so many friends and she's communicating really well with them and having a lovely time. And she is definitely just like this little fella here, just like Paolo. She exudes passion all the time, always got her hand up. So this week, my star of the week has to go to Hannah.
Good morning everybody, it's Mr. Harrison here from Taylor Class on the top floor, and I just wanted to share our star of the week with you. Now, it's been a busy week. We've had a lot going on, lots and lots of finishing off from our online learning, lots and lots of wonderful reading things going on, including masked readers and book cover redesigning and some really interesting things happening in PE. Now that makes it really difficult to choose a star of the week. My star of the week this week, though, is somebody who just glows with happiness and kindness. She's the type of person that you can't be near her for longer than about 20 seconds without breaking a smile. She's chatty, she's funny, she's kind, she's thoughtful and empathetic, and she looks after people around herself. She also works really hard. She's been at school learning in one of our bubbles, and she just brings that little ray of sunshine that we need on those dark days that makes our classroom a brighter place to be. So for working really hard and for just being a ray of sunshine on a daily basis, our star of the week is Anya.
Good morning, Mrs. Smithson here from Morpurgo Class. It has been a brilliant final week of lockdown learning for Morpurgo Class, and I would just like to say how proud I am of every single member of Morpurgo Class and Year 3 and Year 4 for their amazing work and resilience through lockdown. Now, my star of the week is somebody who has shone all the way through this second lockdown. She is a young lady who has grown in just amounts of confidence. She has become confident in her own skin and happy to be who she is. She has learnt to share her work with other people and celebrate her successes. She has become the kindest, most caring and most empathetic young lady you could wish to meet. My star of the week is just an absolute superstar who I could not be more proud of. She's also the games master. So star of the week for Morpurgo Class is Faye.
Hi everyone, Miss Barrett here from Rosen Class on the ground floor. Right then, our last star of the week, hopefully, before our home learning has finished. And I could have given this person star of the week every single week while we've been working from home. He's been working from home and he has been doing the most amazing learning. I am so proud of this person that I could just burst. He has been trying every single activity that has been sent to him. He has been working so hard on all of his phonics and his maths, and I can see that he's really improved, and I know that he's been working really hard on his reading as well. I know that every time that I look onto Seesaw, I'm going to see an activity that this person has sent that is going to put a huge smile on my face. He has sent me videos of him acting. He was pretending to be an explorer this week, riding on his sister's back, who was pretending to be a camel, and it put the biggest smile on my face, and I know it put a bigger smile on lots of other adults' faces that were looking as well. He has also sent fantastic videos of him dancing. He has sent videos of him baking and showing us how to make different things at home. He has just worked his socks off, and I have just been blown away by everything that he has done. Both him and his family, I think, deserve Star of the Week because they have just been incredible. So Star of the Week is going to go to somebody who has had Star of the Week before, but is so well deserved for coming to the end of our home learning for our Star of the Week. So our Star of the Week is George!
Hi, this is Mrs. Homburg from Kurdish Pandy class, and I'm so excited that next week I'll be able to say from Kurdish Pandy class on the top floor, because next week we're all back together again, and I can't wait to see everybody back in my classroom and just to be all back together again. Kurdish Pandy class have been amazing. Well, we've had our home learning both at school with Mr. Walsh and at home. And I am so proud of them. The person who is Star of the Week in Kurdish Pandy class this week has actually done both those things. She spent some of the week at home working independently and some of the week at school. And she's managed that really well. She's shown us all our pride values in both places. And I've really noticed how dependable and passionate she is. And it doesn't matter which place she's in, she just quietly gets on with it and is always so dependable as well. She's got a really good sense of humour and makes me smile sometimes. And she's also been really challenging herself with maths and been doing some extra maths for me too. So she probably knows who she is by now. And Star of the Week in Kurdish Pandy class this week is Isabel. Well done, Isabel.
Hi, good morning. Mr. Morland here from the Year 5 Pullman class. And as you can see at the moment, I am here in my home office helping with the online learning. But from Monday, excited to say we will all be back on the top floor of the Tower of Power in our class. That's going to be great. And I know everybody around the school is so excited for that. It's been lovely seeing all of the work across all of the classes and across our school community. When I've been putting things together for the assemblies on a Friday, it's been a real privilege and a pleasure to see all of that. So thank you all and well done. And I hope you are all looking forward to being back in at Grove Road on Monday. Well, for my class this week, my Star of the Week is a young man who has had an extra challenge during this lockdown, in that he's been sometimes learning online from home and sometimes learning in the bubble at school. And that in itself is not an easy thing to have to deal with. Regardless of that, he has worked passionately and resiliently throughout, really wanting to get stuck into his work every day and to do his best and to show what he can do to us. Not only that though, but he has a wonderful sense of humour, and that has been an absolute boon during this lockdown, because it's not been brilliant, has it, at times, and it's been lovely for us to have some humour and a few laughs, whether it's been things he's submitted online or just some of the chats we've been having in the classroom. So my final lockdown learning Star of the Week, until we head back into school, my privilege to say, is Alex.
everyone, Mrs Mengam here from Donaldson class. And as we come to the end of our home learning, I just wanted to say a huge well done to Donaldson. Whether you've been at home or at school, we have some children who have worked incredibly hard since Christmas. So well done to all of you. I hope you know who you are. We've got some children who've been so consistent with their learning over the last few weeks, no matter what has happened, trying their best. Well done, Donaldson. I'm so proud of all of you. Our learner of the week this week is someone who has put the extra bit of effort into the last couple of weeks of their home learning, and I just wanted to say a big well done and how lovely it is to have seen a little bit more of this person over the last few weeks. Really trying hard with their home learning, even though there are quite a few barriers in place to it. So a huge well done to our star of the week this week. I can't wait to see you next week and everybody else. I'm getting very excited to see you all again. But our star of the week this week is Harry. Well done, Harry. You've been a superstar. Keep up the good work. I cannot wait to see you all on Monday. I think I've got butterflies in my tummy stopping me from sleeping already.
Hi everyone, I hope you've had a lovely week. I hope you're looking forward to next week as much as I am. I can't wait to all be back together again. I'm so excited. We had a lovely World Book Day in Reynolds class. We explored lots of books that had no words in them. The pictures were beautiful. Now, my star of the week has stood out this week because he has been thinking carefully about positive choices and being kind and empathetic towards his friends, just like Ellie. So if anyone's ever sad, he makes sure that they're okay and he comes and tells me. My star of the week has been putting his hand up lots to answer questions, and he's had his head in a book for the last week and has been so enthusiastic about what he's reading. He's read through quite a big chapter book and done his quiz and made me really, really proud to be his teacher. I've also noticed that my star of the week has been clapping and celebrating other people's success, and that has been really, really lovely to see. Having to look at a list because there's so many things. Mr. Smith has noticed our star of the week shining really brightly on the ball court and making sure that he is working well in a team with others and passing to his friends. And finally, I'd like to mention that my star of the week has been showing great honesty and enthusiasm in science. So we have been thinking about which animal is the odd one out, and we've been doing zoom in, zoom out, and when you zoom in really far trying to work out which animal it is, and my star guessed that it was a vampire bat. So my star of the week for being a superstar is Taylor.
Good morning everyone, it's Mr. Mould here, and I hope you've had another wonderful week of learning. Now, I am so excited to give my star of the week this week because they have just blown me away in the short amount of time I've had to teach them. Over in Rosen and Dalbubble, we were taking part in a pirate-themed day earlier on in the week. We took part in some pirate PE, we did some pirate yoga, we did some pirate singing, and we also took part in some lovely arts and crafts work in the afternoon. This person made sure to get stuck into every single part of our learning during that day, where they were intrepid, they were kind and caring and empathetic to others during the activities, and they really helped to lead by example, which was so pleasing to see. I have also had some wonderful conversations with both Miss Vokes and Miss Barrett about this person's learning and their attitude to learning. They have tried incredibly hard outside to be a great coach and a great friend to others. And it is so pleasing to hear that and talk about that with other teachers, because it just shows how much this person has been impressing, both inside the classroom, but also outside in the playground, which is equally as important. So this person, for being so intrepid and incredibly dependable, and also for receiving a Head Teachers Award for their fantastic arts and crafts work, my star of the week this week is Freddie! Well done, Freddie. Keep up the great work.
Good morning, Team GR. It's Friday and I have had a really fantastic week with my bubble in school and the children at home, and even though it's our last week before we return to school next week, which I'm super excited about, we have been working our socks off and have continued to shine brightly, so I'm so proud of everybody. Well done. My highlight of the week was celebrating World Book Day with the bubble. We had some amazing costumes and enjoyed our own masked reader session, which was fantastic. My star of the week this week is somebody who joined our bubble not that long ago, and even though he'd been learning from home and then returned to school, he's slotted straight in. His smile just melts my heart. He always works his socks off and thinks about how he's going to be successful, what he can use in the classroom to help him. Mrs. Hale has noticed that he has shone brightly too. So for all of those reasons, my star of the week, it's Kevinus!
Hello, this is Mrs. Rabina from Ralph Class. I just wanted to say a big well done to every single member of Ralph Class, not just for this week, but for all of your home learning during lockdown. I feel so lucky to have been your teacher and to get to know you. I've found out lots of things about you all during lockdown, and you've shared your interests and your hobbies, and it's been lovely seeing those on Seesaw as well as all of your brilliant home learning. I can't wait until we are all back in the classroom together on Monday in one place. I am so excited. For this week's Star of the Week, as always, it was very tricky to choose. But I've chosen someone who has been really resilient like Rocco this lockdown. Right at the beginning, he went into the learning pit with his maths, and it would have been really easy for him to give up and say, you know, this is too hard, I'm at home, my teacher's here, not here, and I'm just not going to do it anymore. And he didn't. He has persevered and got more and more confident as time has gone on, and he has never once given up. So for that reason, this week's Star of the Week is Charlie. I am so proud of you. Well done, Charlie.
Good morning everyone, Mr. Smith here. As we look forward to welcoming back all our children next week, I just wanted to say how much I've loved working with our Reynolds Bubble and Miss Atkinson every day, and really look forward to catching up with you all every Monday. During this time, I have seen all our children progress and flourish, but my shout out this morning is for two young people I feel have come such a long way. My shout out's a little bit different because I've created a ditty for each of you. My first one goes: Mesozoic, Triassic, Cretaceous they know, can name sea animals like a sailor. This young person's knowledge continues to grow. I have been so impressed with you, Taylor. And my second ditty is: greeted each morning with such a big smile, they brighten up our class every day. An expert in Uno, they teach it in style. Have you guessed? Of course, it's you, Leighton. Well done both of you, and well done to each and every one of you in Reynolds Bubble.
Hi, it's Mrs. Wilkinson from the Milne Bubble on the ground floor. I'd like to give a shout out to a boy in our class who actually only started with us a couple of weeks before Christmas, but has been in our bubble since lockdown began in January. So it's been really nice to get to know him better. English isn't his first language, so it's been just amazing to see his passion for learning. His writing just blows me away, and he's making new friends all the time, which is really lovely to see. So I'd like to give a shout out to Ethan. Yay!
This is Ponciani from Surdish Pandy class. I'd like to give a shout out this week to Harry. Harry, you've had such a brilliant week. Your maths has been phenomenal. Well done.
Hello Milne class, it's Mrs. Jory James. This week I'd like to give a really big shout out to Ruby. She has really blown us away. You can tell she's really worked hard on Seesaw and in school too. Her blending and reading has been amazing. So well done, Ruby. Bye.
Hello everyone, my shout out today is for someone in Donaldson class. This particular boy has been working so hard on his writing. Now he's able to write a full sentence, he's able to write his name, and we are so proud of all the progress that he's been making this term. And my shout out today is for Caden. Well done.
Well done to all of our stars, and well done to all of you who have received a Head Teachers Award this week or have reached the smiley sun, sunglasses on, to enjoy that positivity and your dependability this week. Well done! Whoop, whoop. Time now for Mr. P's Team GR Star of the Week, and this week it is going to somebody who has done a marvellous job helping us, particularly in this lockdown period with our Year 3 and Year 4 children, someone that I can always depend on to do an amazing job and help the children. So my star this week is Mr. Walsh! Okay, so I did say that Mr. P's Fun Family Challenge would be running through the lockdown period, and thankfully, all being well, we'll be back together in school next week. So I'm not setting a new challenge this week. I have been so impressed with all of your amazingly creative entries over the last several weeks. So thank you for getting involved. I hope you've enjoyed it and it has given a little bit of fun and laughter into your homes. But I do have something that I need your help with. I suppose it's a mini challenge this week. I have set up an email address specifically for this activity. You should be able to see it somewhere up here, teamgr@groveroad.n-yorks.sch.uk. And I would really love to be able to put together a Team GR display in the front entrance of school. And to do that, I need your help by talking to grown-ups. Grown-ups must help you with this, to send in some photos so that we can put together a display of all of the children, all of the team from across the school, parents, carers, grandparents, even brothers and sisters, because we are all collectively one team, Team GR together. So it would be really great if you could do that over the next couple of weeks and help me with it. And then hopefully very, very soon, lots of you will be able to see that in the front entrance of school. So send them in and I will update you when we've been able to put the display together. Okay, everyone, good luck. All right, so you've enjoyed lots of fun activities to celebrate World Book Day and our passion for reading this week. We're going to hear all about that now and the winners from our masked reader competition from Mr. Harrison. And after that, we are going to be singing together. Just sing. Okay, over to Mr. Harrison. Here we go.
Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. So today marks the end of our book week, and we had World Book Day yesterday as well thrown into the mix. There's been so much going on at school, not just the non-uniform and the dressing up as characters, but also we've met some interesting and exciting authors from Stranmurray to Rashmi Surdeshpande. We've had children recreating and redesigning their own book covers and planning and designing their own stories and characters, which has been awesome. We've also met 13 intrepid masked readers. And now is the time to find out their real identities. So without further ado, we're going to be sharing our masked readers now. So, if you managed to guess all 13 of our masked readers, well done you. There are some prizes though, which I didn't mention before. One child from each class will be winning a brand spanking new book to take home and call their own. Well done to all of the winners of our masked reader competition.
Sing when you're happy, sing when you're sad, sing when you're laughing, sing though it's mad. Sing howdy-doody, sing toodaloo, just sing. Sing when it's sunny, sing when it's grey, sing when it's raining, sing every day. Sing hallelujah, sing wackadoo, just sing. Don't you worry if it's heard or not. Keep on singing, give it all you've got. Just sing. Sing when it's easy, sing when it's not. Sing in pajamas, sing in your socks. Sing Humpty Dumpty, sing kangaroo, just sing. Don't you worry if it's heard or not. Keep on singing, give it all you've got. Just sing. Sing in the garden, sing in the bath, sing for your supper, sing for a laugh, sing mashed potato, sing toodaloo, just sing. Sing with a whisper, sing very loud, sing when you're lonely, sing in a crowd, sing grandioso, sing out the blues, just sing. Don't you worry if it's heard or not. Keep on singing, give it all you've got. Don't you worry if it's heard or not. Keep on singing, give it all you've got. Just sing. Just sing. Just sing. Just sing.
Well done to all of you. Well done to our competition winners. I hope you enjoy your prizes and the books that you're going to receive. I cannot wait to see you all on Monday. I am so excited about next week. I hope you are too. I'm sure lots of you are feeling a little bit nervous also, and that is completely normal. But I promise you, next week is going to be so much fun, and you're going to have lots of time to be able to catch up with your class friends and settle back in with lots of exciting learning. So I hope you have a lovely weekend. I can't wait to see you on Monday. Take care, stay safe. It's goodbye from me, Mr. P. And it's goodbye from Mrs. Mangum, Mrs. Kendall, Miss Folks, Miss Barrett, Mr. Mould, Miss Atkinson, Mrs. Smithson, Mrs. Holmberg, Mr. Morland, Mrs. Rabina, and Mr. Harrison, and everyone from Team GR. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday.